Welcome back. It's time for another round of our top news headlines. Iowa lost 15 million tons of soil to erosion. Clothe your soil, cover crops, help enrich it, and banish the bare ground. Don't farm naked. You know, I was going to make that a joke, but I don't think we need a joke. You know what I'm saying, Todd?
Yeah, Jackie. I think what you're trying to say is you want to slow jam cover crops.
That's right. I want to slow jam cover crops, and I'm not the only one.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Carlson, and I too want to slow jam cover crops.
Hit me 3 times.
Agriculture is the cornerstone of our economy in Iowa and across the Midwest. Corn and soybeans are abundant across our rural landscape.
Oh, beautiful, oh, spacious sky, forever waves grand.
Our rich black topsoil is some of the best in the world. However, corn and soybeans are actively growing just 5 months out of the year.
That means 7 months of the year are brown months, with nothing growing. And that leaves the land vulnerable.
Vulnerable, you leave me so vulnerable.
Vulnerable to erosion by wind and water.
Vulnerable,
Vulnerable to nutrient losses.
vulnerable,
Vulnerable to decreasing soil productivity.
vulnerable.
Wow, so what I think you're saying, Sarah, is that we need to take a stand against bare land. We need to make the plains great again.
Exactly. And cover crops help us do just that. Readily integrated with corn and soybeans, cover crops are planted in the fall, around the time of harvest. They provide green cover to fields that would otherwise be left bare, exposed to erosion and nutrient losses.
You can call it a cover crop or green manure. It's bound to help our land endure.
Whether they are drilled, broadcast, or flown on by an airplane, farmers are growing a variety of different cover crops to protect the land during the off-season and to improve soil health.
Doing soil health style.
There are 3 major types of cover crops. First off, we have the grasses. They are economical, readily established, and produce lots of biomass. Cereal rye and oats are especially popular.
Cereal rye is a super hardy first one to show up at the cover crop party.
Brassicas can also be part of the mix. Common brassicas used as cover crops include canola, rapeseed, turnips, and the radish with its large tuber or taproot.
You can't deny it. Radishes are sexy.
Bringing sexy back. Them other crucifers just don't know how to act.
Finally, we have the legumes. Legume cover crops like clover and hairy vetch have the ability to carry out biological nitrogen fixation in symbiosis with soil bacteria,
They're besties.
pulling nitrogen from the atmosphere and transferring it to the soil.
Nitrogen fixation across the nation.
Thanks, Sarah. Man, you really are the golden girl of cover crops.
Poster child.
With so many cover crop options, what should a farmer choose?
The cover crop research shows that cereal rye and oats work best for Iowa, and those are not alternative facts.
Yeah,
So-
man.
So what you're saying is that we should go with the grasses to cover our bases.
That's right. That's what they mean by going green.
Cover crops offer so many benefits. They protect the soil from erosion. They offer forage value for livestock. Plus, cover crops actively uptake nitrogen and reduce phosphorus loss, keeping it in the soil, and then gradually releasing it for next year's crops.
Take that to the bank.
Over time, cover crops also build soil health through increased organic matter, improved soil structure, and a greater capacity for water infiltration.
And you can't forget about feeding the soil food web. There can be 38% more earthworms with a rye cover crop.
38%.
Earthworms, fungi, bacteria, protozoa, and other microorganisms, they all love cover crops. Cover crops help to feed the complex community of living organisms right under our feet. 7 billion living creatures in just one shovel of soil.
7 billion? Wait, how big exactly is that shovel?
Cover crops are not just a passing fad. They're actually a pretty big deal. Iowa's nutrient reduction strategy calls for cover crops on 60% of all crop acres across the state.
60%.
When the land is naked, the soil gets degraded.
Plant some cover crops, man. It's not that complicated.
Cover crops are hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Or should we say, cover it like it's hot.
While the interesting cover crop continues to grow, we still have a long, long way to go. What's your plan for adding cover crops to your farm?
Cover crops growing out in the field protect our farmland just like a shield. They help with soil restoration and also the nutrient sequestration. More and more people they need to adopt.
And that is how we slow jam cover crops.
Oh, yeah.
Don't farm naked.